Okay, my front tire's flat. I'm gonna fix it right now. Okay, first thing to do, you want to unscrew these so that you can take the front tire off. Okay, once you got the front tire off, what I would do is just knead it on the side so that it doesn't hurt anything. Then you grab your new tube for your tire. I got this one off of Amazon. It was like 18 bucks for two, plus the tools. Unscrew this piece. And then what you're gonna wanna do is get the prying pieces, put them in here, and put them on the spokes so that it pries the things, the bead off. And you just bring this around. Okay, and now you use your hands and you debead the tire and take the nozzle out. Okay, now that you got the tire off of the wheel, basically you want to look for, you take the tube out and then you put this over here because you're not going to need that anymore, and you look for where the puncture is. Okay, I've been looking for a while now on this tire and I cannot find it. So the thorn probably fell out and now it's time to replace the tube. So obviously you open it up and you take the tube out and roll it, and it's a nice new tube. Now you need to grab your pump and pump up the tube just a little bit, just so that you can get the tube into the tire. Perfect. Now you're gonna put the tube in the tire. Okay, now that you have the tube, you're gonna want to put the rim, and if it's a directional tube, then, or directional tire, you're gonna wanna look for where it rotates, which this one isn't. So you grab your rim and you grab the tube with the nozzle and you find the hole and you put the nozzle in, and then you just carefully put this around. Now lay it on the side and use your tools to get the bead on the rim. Like this. Then you flip it over. And now you get the other side on the bead. Or get the bead on the rim. Okay. Perfect. Now we have the fresh tube on the tire. And you want to pump it up because otherwise you obviously can't ride it. Okay, as you're pumping up, you're gonna hear these clicks, and that's that's just the bead popping on the rim. Make sure you pump up the tire to the right inflation, otherwise it's gonna be bad. Okay, now I got the tire pumped up, and I don't want my tire this hard because I do wheelies and jumps and stuff. So I'm gonna let just a little bit of air out, so it's just a little bit softer. Then you're gonna put cap on, obviously. And now you just have to put your bike up and put it on. You should probably use 2 people for this, but I don't have 2 people at the moment, so I'm not going to. Okay, now we got the tire on, and then you're gonna want to tighten this. Obviously, you don't want this tire falling off, that would be really bad. Okay. And now, once you got the tire on, make sure it's like really, really tight, because you obviously don't want it falling off. Okay, now we got the tire on, and it should be good. Let's go test it. Another way you can test where the hole is, you pump up the tube, and you find where the air is leaking out. Right here. That's obviously where it was. And it doesn't look like there are any thorns here. So I think we should be good. But just in case, you really want to check that, because you don't want to put a new tube in and then have it pop again. Let's go test this. Just the tire pressure real quick. Not losing air, that's good. So what I would do is flip through the gears and make sure everything's good. You can do wheelies if you know how to, or jumps if you do that. But just make sure it's good before you go mountain biking or go on a long ride. Okay, I'm good. It works great. I wheelied, I jumped. It's perfect. And that is how to change the tube on your mountain bike.